Hey, what's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. You're listening to the Imagine Dignity podcast. Hey, what's up, everybody? Terrence here. Right now, I am in downtown Greenville, and I'm sitting here and I'm talking to my friend. What's your name, bro?
Troy.
Troy.
What's up? What's good?
Nice to meet you, man.
Pleasure to meet you, bro.
Brother, you told me that you are from Connecticut, or you're originally from Greenville?
I was born here in Greenville, yes, sir.
But then you moved to Connecticut.
Yes.
What took you to Connecticut?
That's when my family took me.
So you were living in Connecticut?
Yeah, all my life, all my adult life.
Really?
Yeah.
You were working there too?
Yeah, from 7 years old till like 12 years ago.
But you were born in Greenville?
Born in Greenville, yes.
What kind of work were you doing up there?
I'm a DJ.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody loves music, man. What's your favorite type of music to spin?
I don't have a favorite. I play what the people want.
Where did you learn that from? In terms of like knowing how to like pick up on what the crowd is feeling when you're DJing?
Hanging out with another DJ. He mentored me, taught me everything I know about the business, everything.
Wow. Did you know that you were going to get into DJing?
It's in my blood. I always been musically adaptable. I have that talent already in my blood. My parents, they listen to music all their life. All I remember is Motown and all of that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
What's your favorite Motown track?
I don't have a favorite track.
You don't have a favorite track?
I can't. There's so much. Yeah. There's so much out. No, you just can't say what's a favorite or your favorite artist.
Yeah.
There's just too much out.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think what is it, Frankie Beverly? He just made his transition, but I love the music. That song, Joy and Pain.
Joy and Pain, like sunshine and rain, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. I love that music, man, especially that song because it talks about the duality of life, right? Mm-hmm. At any given moment, you can experience the immensity of joy, but
exactly.
Just around the corner, it can be pain.
Exactly.
You feel me?
Yeah.
I mean, that's just music within itself, man. So I love that. How did you end back up in Greenville?
My baby brother died. He was in Connecticut. I was in New Jersey when he passed.
Oh, wow.
And we was tight.
Yeah.
You know, when he died, I just kind of lost it. And my mom said, you ain't gonna make it. We're going back to South Carolina. We're gonna buy a house. We want you to come with us.
Wow. So your mom she knew how close you and your brother were.
Yeah.
And she had this like discernment that the grief was gonna be overwhelming.
It was.
No. I was telling somebody the other day that I lost my dad in January and I miss him every day. What's one thing that you miss about your brother?
His voice, his smile, just being with him.
Yeah.
We DJ together.
Oh, y'all were DJing together?
Yeah. I'm older. I did it first, and then he just followed in my footsteps.
Yeah. Did you mentor him?
No, he learned all his own.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I just paved the way, you know.
Like y'all would like collaborate and do like parties together?
Oh, yeah.
Just vibe?
Just vibe, yeah.
With your brother?
Yep.
Yeah.
We just had that music, you know. We would do that together. And just having a sibling, a baby brother, I am my brother's keeper, and that's just something I'll never get past.
Yeah.
But I don't even worry about it, because what I've learned is the pain doesn't go away.
Yeah.
It just becomes easier to live with.
Yeah.
How's that saying go?
That's real.
Time will not heal all wounds. It just teaches you how to live with the pain.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Say that one more time, bro.
Okay. Time does not heal all wounds.
Yeah.
It will teach you how to live with the pain.
I mean, grief, it never goes away.
No.
You know, and the memories, they're always there. Like the same memory that can bring a smile is also the same memory that reminds you of their absence, right?
It all depends, yeah.
It
can catch me at any moment, you know?
I mean, a conversation, a song.
A smell,
you know.
A smell.
Yeah.
Yep, and I'll fall apart.
I mean, that's real.
Yeah.
So you moved back to Greenville, your parents or your mom?
Mom and dad,
Yeah, your mom and dad. And then what happened?
They have a place, Greenville, in District 25.
Okay.
Augusta.
Okay.
Around that way.
Yep.
I'm a man. I got to take care of myself. I got to go and take care of me. I go see my mom and pop.
They're still alive?
Oh, yeah. Make sure that they're all right. But then I got to be out and make my own way as a man. That's what I was taught. I can't depend or rely on nobody.
You know what's interesting, man, is I respect that, firstly. I want you to know that you have this desire to want to stand on your own 2 feet. You also have acknowledged the vulnerability of that transition that impacted you, you know. because I'm hearing from you, like at any given moment, you have somewhere to go, but you want to try to make it on your own. Yeah, that's real.
I got many places to go, but
Yeah.
I got to take care of me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you told me that you were recently given an opportunity to sit on a homelessness coalition committee.
Right. It's something new.
Which is new. You know, the past couple days I've been here, I've been driving around the city. I've heard from several people who are unhoused about the mistreatment they experience, the displacement, and you know how sometimes they're pushed away. I wanted to know, like, as you've only done 2 meetings?
2, yeah.
Two. As you sit to listen in on these meetings, like what do you think they invited you to be a part of these meetings about?
Because I'm a communicator.
Okay.
My tongue has no filter. What comes up is going to come out.
Right.
You know, and they're going to get the truth. But they want to know where the need is.
Where the need is.
Where the need is.
No, that's big.
They want to house as many people. It's this major thing they got going on. So they invited different people, and everybody's coming together with ideas, get a perspective. And I have a keen sense because I go to different neighborhoods and talk to people all day long, and I know what is needed.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, so you get a chance to represent the unhoused population at some of these meetings.
Exactly.
And what are some of the things that you told them?
At first, they said something about they're building it from the ground up. So any and all ideas, I was suggesting where you going to put it, how many people you want to house, what's the budget, who's involved in this. You know, there's a lot to it.
Why is it important to know who's involved in it?
Because you want to utilize all your resources. You got multi-million-dollar churches on every corner.
In Greenville?
Yeah, we are in the Southern Baptist Bible Belt. Look around. Church, there used to be a church.
Oh yeah, it's a church.
Church there. Church. You know, and they cover 3 and 4 city blocks.
Wow.
You know, these are multi-million-dollar, you know, you got homeless people walking around.
Yeah.
Something ain't right. You know what I mean?
Without anywhere to go sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what, man? That made me think about, one, it's important to have voices at the table that are sometimes underrepresented. But greater than that, man, I feel the pain when I talk to people in the community. I feel the pain here, man. And I think that pain is tied to being ignored, being overlooked, not having enough resources. And one brother said it this way. He says, it's not like there aren't any resources, they're just limited.
I see very little.
You see very little resources.
Very little resources. They have buildings going up. I never see that, and I walk up and I make it a point. Who's in charge here? Sir, I'm in charge. How can I help you? Sir, how come I don't see any black people working? You go to the bus station, you go to soup kitchen, you go to homeless shelters, whatever, you see blacks. But you don't see them out here working. We're not being given the opportunity to do better for ourselves. We're not. And that's the Southern way. A lot of racism, heavy.
It's a lot of racism?
In
this city?
In this city, yeah.
Have you experienced it?
All day, every day.
Being on the streets, you've experienced it.
It's even
in
worse.
what way?
When you walk past somebody, you look him in the face, you speak to him.
Yeah, like, what's up?
Yeah.
My bro.
Older white men, especially. They won't even acknowledge, they won't even look at you, and you're not even there.
How does that make you feel, though? When
Neglected.
somebody neglected?
And I'm not used to that. Where I'm from, people will speak.
Yeah.
You know, look at you in the face, and that lie they say, that Southern hospitality, I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. No.
Man, you know, I experienced a form of discrimination here in the city. So like, we had just gotten here, I had to use the restroom. I guess the restaurants are just opening. I walk in and I was trying to use the restroom and they were trying to put me out.
Yeah.
So literally I had to say, I'll buy a drink or I'll do something just to be able to use the restroom. And I had to almost plead my case, but they didn't want me in here. The same thing happened today, but one of the places put me out and I had to go to another restaurant and I had to actually buy something to eat in order to use the restroom. And I started to think, man, like, how does people who are unhoused, how do they even have access to restrooms when they have to, like, you know,
They
like,
do what they got to do. Urination in public and all of that.
which is called a life-sustaining activity. Like, meaning if you don't have access to resources,
You gotta do what you gotta do.
you got to survive.
Check this out.
Yeah.
Went to a restaurant downtown. They said, the waitress came to me and said, "Sir, we don't serve black people here." I said, "That's okay. I don't eat
Hold
black
on.
people." I'm gonna go into a store, security on camera one, and I look up, and I'm the only one in the, I'm not.
Do you feel watched sometimes when you try to go in and use the
stores,
restroom?
yeah. Oh yeah. You're judged by the way you look right off the bat, and then if you're black, hey, they try to play it off. Hi, can I help you? May I please use your restroom?
Yeah.
You know? This is the way you have to approach it. You know?
Yeah. Thing I notice about you is the wisdom runs deep with you. You know what I mean? No, for real, bro.
Thank you.
No, I sense that like you've listened to your experiences in life.
Yeah.
Would you say?
Yeah. It happened. It's there to teach you a lesson.
Yeah. No, that's real.
All interactions is to teach you something.
It was cold last night. We're in October. Man, I'm not gonna lie. I was talking to my friend Matt, and I was saying like I hope they're opening up like a warming center for people who are unhoused.
Yeah, they got the rescue mission up here on Washington Street.
But I was talking to some guys. They said they refused to open it last night.
Last night they did. That's crazy.
Why?
I don't know. Anytime, because they go by their main office, which is in like Gaffney. Anytime the temperature is 40 degrees and under, they will open it. But I don't know what happened last night.
But 42 degrees is close to 40 degrees.
It don't matter. It has to be. And then still, with it being that close, you figure they would, but they didn't. A lot of people are upset about that, but
what do you do on cold nights?
you learn how to survive. Sleeping bags, stairwells, do what you gotta do.
Yeah. I was talking to, Danny. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was talking to Danny and his brother, and they were just talking about how, they were trying to get blankets even from the shelter.
A lot of people trying to get blankets down here.
And they wouldn't.
They don't have them yet. They don't have the blankets. That's the excuse that they give. Well, they don't. If they had, I would imagine
they would give them. But it's cold out here.
It don't matter. If they ain't going to give them up, what you going to do,
So you mean to tell me that it's true that like sometimes organizations will have blankets and they won't pass them out yet? Is that true?
I believe that. I can't say for a fact,
yeah.
but I believe that. That's like, why don't you, the blankets, I don't get it. I just don't understand. It's under the temperature, whatever. Yeah, people out here, that should be like an unlimited supply.
Yeah. I believe everybody should have access to warmth and a blanket.
If we were in, how do you say it, yonder up the road in Connecticut, that wouldn't be a problem.
Yeah.
Like in New Haven, Connecticut, they have the different churches all over town. They open up.
Churches open up.
Yeah, they get the military cots, the aluminum. They get you a blanket, pillowcase, and they have like the military cots. And not just one church, they got them all over New Haven.
Yeah.
That
was a thing in what they describe as the poorhouse period, where not just churches, but firehouses, police stations, hospitals would open up and welcome in those who were experiencing poverty and or homelessness. So what Jesus said in the Bible, he says, foxes have holes, birds of the air have nests, but the Son of Man what?
Has no place to lay his head.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, it breaks my heart, and I'm hoping to just encourage people to see those who've been treated less than, made invisible, to just like help to build the empathy and compassion in society. That's
all you have to do is get the word out. What you guys doing is a terrific thing. A lot of people don't even know. Like this, hopefully that somebody's gonna see this. Somebody's gonna see these other interviews. They're gonna pay attention. You have to make the public aware because they thinking,
like everything's all taken care of.
Yeah.
But if you really talk to the people, what would you say? What would you want people to know about homelessness?
It happens. It can happen to anybody.
Yeah.
Just like that. It doesn't matter how much you have in the bank or you got this house, this car, you can lose it like that.
Yeah.
Like that. And I've seen it.
Did you ever think that you would?
No.
Be out here?
Nope. It happens. But it's a learning,
But what I get from you though, it hasn't taken your ability to stay focused.
No. If I don't do it, I'm gonna die.
Right.
But
most people will have this perception and say like, I've heard these stigma sayings like, oh, they need to just get a job, or oh, they need to get it together, not understanding that going through this experience is a survival.
Yeah.
It's not a day by day, it's a second by second.
Yeah. It is. They don't understand that. You have to go through it to be able to really understand it. When you don't have anything to eat and you're not dressed properly for the elements, your body goes into this fight or flight. You have to focus and those who ain't ready for it, that's why I see millionaires and billionaires, they lose a couple $100,000 and they want to jump off the roof because they can't handle, they're used to that silver spoon,
Yeah.
you know, and they just don't know.
Yeah.
But they will eventually.
Brother, I appreciate you, man. What made you want to share your story on the podcast? You're going to be on my podcast. It's called Imagine Dignity Podcast.
Because I got wind of what y'all was doing, and it's a good thing. You're getting that word out.
Yeah.
Boom. I have a voice. I'm going to use it.
That's right. Brother, I appreciate you.
Appreciate you too,
Yep,
babe.
yep. Hey, what's up, everybody? Terrence here. I just got finished interviewing an inspiring brother by the name of Troy, DJ, a person who vibes to music, a person who knows what it means to experience homelessness, but also a person who has deep insight and wisdom. One of the things that stood out to me about Troy as we shared different music that we like was the fact that he actually sits on a homelessness advocacy board in the city of Greenville, and they brought him into the table to think of ways of what is being missed as a city when it comes to homelessness. One of the reasons I think that is important to have someone who's actually going through the plight is because sometimes when you're not proximate to this population, you can actually miss things. But the sad thing is that Troy started to talk about some of the challenges of homelessness in the city of Greenville. Some of the things that he has to overcome and other members of this community have to overcome. And I think it's something to consider when we think about homelessness. Oftentimes we are only looking to provide solutions, but we're not inviting people to the table who are actually going through the suffering part of homelessness. And I think as we dream and think about solutions to end homelessness, not only in the city of Greenville, but across the country, we have to have more stakeholders and more people who are actually going through the plight to talk about these creative and innovative ways and the ways they want to be served. So many times we leave out the critical voices to the conversations, and those voices are the people who have and hold the experience. I really appreciated my interview with Troy because he gives us insight into how sometimes, even when people are invited to the table, it's hard for them to actually communicate those details in depth without feeling overshadowed. And as we think and dream about solutions, we need to consider more ways of passing the microphone where creatives and brilliant people and thinkers like Troy are able to speak up and speak directly to the needs as opposed to the guesstimation that sometimes happen as it relates to homelessness.